Prof, and the whole Stop House team, man. Like, really, giving us a just a great opportunity to meet new people, meet new fans, and me and Bio, and man, she's just, man, it's dope. We got the second leg in June. We're going to Colorado.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie, yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up, I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the South Side? Oh my nigga, I'm not the lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it.
All right, it's another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. Special guest in the building.
Yeah.
We got Juice Lord.
We here, man.
A lot of people don't know that you were actually the first person ever have your voice recorded into that mic.
Yep.
And also, you were the one of a handful of people that kind of did dirty because we didn't really know exactly what he said.
I was telling people that, like, because the original format y'all wanted was to have these like 15-minute segments,
20
minute segments. But then what I realized, I don't know if I ever told y'all, but I was like, no, what I thought when my shit finally came out, or when people was like, why is your interview so short? I'm like, I don't know. I told them the original segment, and then I was like, but obviously y'all couldn't control organic conversation. It's all to me. I mean, you can't cut organic. You can, but
Especially
it's hard to. It's really hard to.
Especially like what I do and what I've done. Like, we did episodes on the Wiseman Show that were 2+ hours long. You know what I mean? So
don't want to do that.
And I'm used to that really long format, but unfortunately, like nowadays,
people attention spans.
Unless you're Joe Budden or Nori or you know what I'm saying, like 2 hours.
Yeah,
it's not likely gonna happen.
It gets
people
real. It gets real. And even like on certain interviews, like on Breakfast Club and all that, like if they probably didn't know much about them or something, it would be like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and they cut those up too.
Yeah,
at least for the podcast. But anyways, man, so welcome back.
Yeah,
it's good to have you. It's good to have you back.
Good to be
I'm not sure if I've interviewed anybody more than I've interviewed you in my career.
For real?
Yeah, I think
that's hard.
I think so. You're up there for sure. You're up there. 4, 5, 6 maybe.
Let's see,
I
think at the show when I first met you, right?
Yep.
Damn, yeah. And then when y'all did bring it to other shows, I think Honey.
You've been a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot. But man, fresh off tour.
Yeah.
Fresh off tour, man.
Crazy,
I mean,
man.
I remember you when you told me, you gave me the info a little before it was public.
Yeah.
And I just, I felt excited for it because, I mean, I'm multiple. One, I'm excited for you. And two, I'm excited that Prof keeps doing this.
Oh, yeah, no,
and that it's not the same artist every time. He's trying to put a light on a bunch of artists. Yeah. Do you know, like, how you were chosen?
Man, what I could say is, Mike from Stop House. I think I didn't meet Prof back then, but I came up under like Buddha Tai, Benzilla, who else was over? Just everybody that was over there off 280.
Yeah.
We used to record there. Mike used to record there. Greg Grease, so all of them used to record there. And Mike, I'm sure Prof probably recorded there at the different studio within that building.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Mike would always be walking through, and me working with Buddha Tai and all that. I don't know, he built a rapport there, I guess, and from there just seeing me grow, and he just told me, he reached out to me on a DM, and over years we just been building, or just whenever they always reposting my stuff, Stop House, and showing love, and
so they've been paying attention and seeing the growth, and
yeah, Mike always show love.
Just felt like it was time. Yeah. And I agree. I mean, maybe even overdue. Not that they owe anybody anything.
Right.
But I do. I mean, I think it's I think it's important, and I think it's necessary, and I honestly, I mean, you know how I feel. I think it's their duty.
Yeah.
I think it's their duty. I really do. I feel that way. I think it's their duty to do that.
Yeah, I feel, I feel like, I feel like it's anybody that's, doing their thing on that level, man, and care about the city, it's definitely always key, I think, to, shed light. Now, granted, there's a lot of people that get on in Minnesota, and they probably haven't came back in I don't know how long because maybe their experience with Minnesota wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't tasteful, But
yeah, it's hard to know exactly what that is or why that happens. But I mean, you definitely see it happen.
You see the few doing
it,
man, and Prof, and the whole Stop House team, man, like really, giving us a just a great opportunity to meet new people, meet new fans, and me and Bio, and man, she's just, man, it's dope. We got the second leg in June. We're going to Colorado, Montana.
How many cities you hit this time?
I think it's like 13. Because the first one was we were in Florida for 3 days.
That's what I mean. I'm sorry. The first leg was how many cities did you just hit?
I think that was like either 15 or I think it's a total of 18 shows, probably 15.
In how many days?
About close to a month.
So it wasn't every night.
It wasn't every night. We had a few off days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was this kind of your first opportunity at really like traveling? Really traveling?
Yeah. Other than going to South by Southwest with Prince Carlton.
Yep.
The whole pledge. Peace and Pledge Empire.
So you were really out here moving around.
And obviously, playing sports. I went to different places and stuff like that, basketball. But yeah.
So did you have time to check out the local scenes anywhere?
And, with it being our first tour, everything was. Because, Prof and them, they drove overnight.
Yep.
We would stay in the hotel. And, the only time we drove right after was from Boston to Pittsburgh. Because it's like 10 hours or 8 hours or something like that. So we had to, that was probably the only one.
How did you choose who? Because I know Kaleem was out there with you.
Yeah.
And you had Cam with you, right?
Yeah.
Were they with you the whole time?
Yep.
And how did you? Was that a plan ahead thing, or was it just kind of like a?
First, DJ Mac 10, me and him we've been locked in for some of my biggest moments. There was 3 DJs that I feel like I've.
Did you say DJ Mac 10?
Mac Tim's Cam, that's his DJ.
That's his DJ name?
DJ Mac Tim's, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, that's his DJ name.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I've known him as. Cam,
Zon. Yeah, Zon's his artist.
What was the other one? He had another one before Zon,
Cam
too.
on Clouds.
Yeah, Cam on Clouds.
Yeah, he's rebranding.
Yeah, he's got a lot of names out here.
A lot of brands. Me and Cam just, we just came off the 8th inning, release show at First Ave, and,
made sense.
Yeah, it made sense. And at first he couldn't because, he has more new responsibilities. He has a child, and he never been gone that far from his kid, and just a lot of different responsibilities. And at first he wasn't gonna do it, and I was gonna DJ Slumper because we started the Hill of open mics at Taste of Rondo, and but then he had other obligations, so it was gonna be probably Richly, you know what I'm saying? Because me and him have had a good chemistry. And,
is Rich still out here DJing and working and shit?
Yeah, definitely.
He used to be so heavy on the scene.
Yeah.
Couldn't And I haven't really heard much about him lately.
Yeah, no, he be doing his thing. He definitely still be doing his thing, man. And but just me, Cam, Tezzy, just the family, you know what I'm saying, and Wycleek and family. So
did he didn't join you at all? Did he?
Well, Wycleek didn't. He was supposed to come to a show though, come out, but he didn't. But Kaleem specifically, I came up with Kaleem, and I came up with many others too. So it wasn't like a you, but it literally, the song Growth, my first song, that I shot a video to, and then I got interviewed by Peter Parker and all of that, 2016. Without that song recording there, People probably wouldn't have put the face to music.
I definitely look at y'all too, like
like
that.
Just that's like Game or J Rock not bringing Kendrick.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
That's how I've seen him work, man.
For sure.
He's and he be off the scene a little bit, but bro is he's great in every way. He got turn up shit too that he just ain't dropped, but he comes from greats. His dad, Mastermind, Saquon Slim.
Yep.
He grew up in his shit, man. And if anybody deserved to roll with me, I felt like he definitely deserved to roll with me. So I asked him, and he said yeah.
Yeah. So. Was he primarily kind of like backup for you?
He was helping me out, but he also gave him a song. He did a song, and he did his fucking thing, and then people was loving it.
The response was good.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. That's really good. So.
And we just mesh well together on stage. I know his joint see those lines.
Well, so. I mean, when you have real life chemistry with someone.
Yeah.
Off the stage, it's going to translate to on the stage, and that's going to translate to people that are watching.
Yeah, of course.
So, tour stories, man. You got any?
Man.
You got any good ones?
Man, I got one, man. Hey, man, we were playing Jenga, bro, probably for like 20 minutes, bro, and the loser. My bad, my brother Trap. And the loser had to drink out of Prof shoe. Man, they were trying so hard to make me lose. I feel like the universe was just against me, and I just couldn't go. And it was like my first time playing Jenga too. And
was it regular Jenga, or y'all somewhere where they had the big one?
It was a big one. It was in Indianapolis.
Okay.
And bro, it was like, I couldn't go, bro. So I was like my homie Barely Trev was another artist you should check out.
He was out there?
Yeah.
I've heard Barely Trev for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've heard Barely Trev.
Crazy. Got a dope YouTube channel too, where a lot of tour footage and all of that stuff. So y'all should check out. I just couldn't go. Bro, every time I almost lost, I got out of there. Right on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
who drank out of the shoe?
My bro Trap did, and out his performance shoe and all that.
Was Prof pretty present for you guys? Because the stories from the first tour that they went on with Mac and Riley, is they were sort of sequestered from each other because that was a COVID time.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But he was present. He was in similar, but he was. We had times, being at the sound check, and he talk with us, chop it up with us. I would say the last 2 days or last week of it, we talked a lot more. We actually went on the stage with him for his last song. I don't know if that's what they did too, but we got on the stage with him for the last song every time. So that energy was just always there. We would chop it up at the shows and. Just and then our birthdays is right next to each other, so we had some fun around then, and he was present, but he definitely be in his mode, like we all.
I've heard he's very professional.
Yeah, very.
Regardless of what it seems like, he's a very professional.
Very professional. His whole team is solid. Janine, Haven.
He gave you some good gems.
Yeah, man.
What's the biggest gem you walked away with?
The one I told you earlier. He said, "Do you want to be great, or do you want to be happy?" And he's saying, being happy is cool. You do things that make you happy within this craft and be satisfied. Nothing's wrong with that. But he was like, "I'm not happy. I want to be great." You know what I'm saying? And he wants to get great to the point where he's happy. He's all right. Yeah,
there's a lot of wisdom in that, but but it's also sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's also sad
when you look at the word great. Yep.
And it feels like a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like you're sacrificing your own happiness.
Yeah. To become
this person or this thing or whatever that you want to achieve.
And granted, if obviously when you speak of great, there's so many different ways you can think of it. But when you look at great, you look at the greats like Mike. You look at fame, but not necessarily even fame. Just doing great shit. But but then at that sense, you're not gonna be satisfied at
if you look at the greats,
they
don't seem very happy.
Yeah.
And the people
The
you
grand
just
scheme
mentioned,
of it.
Mike, I don't think he was happy.
Hey,
Kanye don't seem happy.
man, it's tough. It's tough, man. And I mean, I think there's a balance where there are greats that are probably happy, but no, nobody truly knows. But
so what was your answer? He asked you, do you want to be great or do you want to be happy? What was your answer?
I think I just thought about it. You know what I'm saying? And my answer to it now really is to be great, man. And I know who I am, and I'm grounded. So I feel like I got a nice balance. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I'm really used to seeing.
Yeah.
I'm really used to seeing you happy.
Yeah.
But I also know that you're not always happy.
No.
And I also know that you sometimes seem happy when you're not happy.
Yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got a good balance, and I know when I ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And but I wanna be great, man, and still do as long as I'm doing good by my people that I love, that rock with me, that support me.
Yeah.
And I take time out to do shit to make me, be all right.
For sure.
And then that's what it is. Life is crazy.
Yeah.
Life is crazy, but it's better days. You know what I'm saying?
Does this feel like does this tour feel like a massive step in your career? Like,
Yeah.
Does it feel that way?
New level. That's what it feel. That's what it feel like. And I think it's up to me and it's up to the people around me to, I wrote something. I want this feeling forever. You know what I'm saying? Just that excitement. I want that.
Yeah.
That great. Just to be dope and help pave the way. Not be the one. Thing about it, everybody think they gonna be the one or want to be the one. It's not about being the one. It's about just doing your part and being you. You know what I'm saying?
You can think you're the one all day long. But
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is, there's one. So
Hey,
someone's the one. But a lot of y'all are not the one.
Yeah, someone's the one, and in that sense, I think it would be Prince. As far as hip hop and all that, it's to me, I don't think it's the one. We've had people that have had a lot of highlights and are doing great things now, but I'm just appreciative for everybody that's doing their thing. Like LaBianca now, like 2 years ago, me and her and Ethos was just in a studio making songs and stuff and really locking in on our crafts, and now Ethos is getting placements. She's on tour. I just got on tour. You know what I'm saying? So it's performing with Casey Pluto earlier, all of us, and he's doing this thing, and it's just dope, man. And I feel like people don't acknowledge people that are doing their thing. So
I agree.
So that's why people always feel like it ain't people doing their thing here.
There's a lot of people.
A lot.
It's
just if you in that little radius or that little, then you're not gonna acknowledge it, and you're not gonna feel good when people mention Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, we do definitely have, like you mentioned earlier, we do have like this weird thing where people do tend to find some success away from Minnesota and then seemingly kind of forget Minnesota.
Yep.
I mean, to me, the prime example is Cardo Got Wings. People don't even know that he's from St. Paul.
Wow.
He's one of the biggest producers in hip hop in the world.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. But that's because he doesn't really acknowledge where he's from.
Where he's from.
And rather than me being upset about that, I wonder, like, what brought him to that point? What did we do? I feel like we did something.
Hey,
I feel like we pushed him to that.
I mean, I think everybody has their own experiences. Like, it's it's people that don't like you, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
It's a lot of people
Who don't
that
like
probably
me?
don't
Who don't
like
like
you,
me?
bro. But me, my experience, me knowing you all this time is never. You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be, it's gonna be this things that steer you away. Who knows? I've seen them mention Minnesota, I think a few times, but
have you?
Yeah, I think on an interview he mentioned Minnesota.
Right, maybe I misspoke them.
Maybe on Twitter, I think he shouted out St. Paul and all that stuff.
I feel like when I bring him up, people are like, "He's from Minnesota."
Yeah, a lot of people don't know because people don't. For one, people don't fucking read.
That's true.
People don't read flyers.
That's true. I can just find you can Google it.
Yo, where is it at?
It's Googleable.
Man,
that's true.
But nah, like I don't know. It all depends, man. And I don't know. I always feel like it's some industry shit. Like why they don't blocking out Minnesota. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You think Minnesota's being blocked from the industry?
I feel like
Hey, breaking news.
Hey, no, that's what it always felt like. But I feel like people are still doing their thing, so it's not I don't think it's all the way true. But it's just like when people feel like, damn, Minnesota ain't, on, But I feel like we are though, so it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I feel like more and more. It's like more and more.
But we can't complain. You gotta keep working, bro. That's like me going on this tour was a prime example. Like you keep doing your thing, man. Dope things can happen, but it's like, is that am I gonna be high on this shit to the point where I'm not trying to get better?
Yeah.
I could be satisfied and be like, damn, bro, I went on tour, or keep working, and I don't want to limit myself.
I mean, if I'm being real, as big of a fan as I am of those guys that went on that first tour, that's what I felt like they did.
Yeah.
I won't expect you to comment on that. That's just me giving my opinion. I feel like Mac Turner should have dropped the album by now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
He got a lot of dope shit too.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of dope shit coming, I think, and so does Prince, and just
No, they're incredible art. I'm the biggest fan of both of them, but I just feel like
my one of my OGs was telling me like like what are you gonna do? It's kind of like I feel like now at this point I feel like Prof bringing us is like kind of like how. When locals got a chance to perform on Soundset, and then people complained about not being on Soundset, but when you get on Soundset, okay, what now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and hey, I never got on Soundset, but I just kept working. I ain't complaining about it because I feel like if they would have kept going, I feel like I would have got on eventually. But it's like, what do you do after these dope moments? You turn these moments into what I'm trying to do is turn these moments and these times into like sold out first half, 7th entry. Like, all right, what's next?
Before we skate past it, let's talk about that because
man,
you dropped a project.
Yeah.
8th inning.
Love versus passion.
Yeah, you dropped a project, right?
Yeah.
And you sold out 7th Street entry.
Yeah.
With the release show.
Yeah.
So I mean,
crazy, man. Crazy.
You did that, and then immediately followed that up with going on tour.
Crazy. And
you're only done with half the tour. You're still going back out.
Man,
right? I mean,
only half.
Yeah, so you're going back out June, right?
Yep.
So in a few weeks,
you're
back out on tour.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're kind of on like a major run right now.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, definitely. And I just gotta keep mashing, and that's what it feels like. And as far as the first half show, like, and shit's wild. Like my first show there was with Mike Dreams. Rest in peace, Mike Dreams, man, the great man, and that shit. Just wow, bro.
It was his. Was it his release?
It was his release. Part of My Vices.
I was there.
That was my first time performing there, I think, and it's just fucking wild, bro. And the crazy thing about all that shit was like, when my grandpa died, that was my first show, and then this time, my grandpa's. My step grandma passed away before the fucking show, first half show, my first half show now.
Wow.
So it's just wild how those, I don't know, 8 years, just
life circle, moment, type shit,
it's been a lot of that lately. And
see, I think God does that because it gives you an appreciation, however you want to look at God.
Right.
I know everybody has different definitions of God, but I think I'll say for the universe does that for you to, I think that's a moment for you to learn from. One, stay humble.
Yeah.
Right? This is a big moment in your life, but don't forget.
Yeah.
There's somebody whose life is ending.
Yeah.
And it also gives you almost like a bookmark in time.
So
that way you can go back and be like, hey, I remember I lost my grandfather.
Yeah.
And then I did this. So it was like this, you know what I mean? And also it's a reminder that death isn't always a bad thing.
Hey, it's a part of the circle of life, man.
It's the only thing we all got to do, right?
Yeah.
It's the only thing we all have to do at some point is pass.
But we focus on life.
No, for sure.
But granted, in the grand scheme, But man.
And we don't. I mean, depending on how you look at it, that might happen for you again. You might come back.
Man,
depending on how you view it.
Just dope shit, man.
So talk to me. Let's talk about the project, man.
Man,
I feel like of all the projects that you've released, this was the most growth I've seen from one to the next.
Yeah.
I feel like we really saw the boy become the man.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I feel like, yeah. You know,
eighth inning is what I've been wanting from you. Not to say that I didn't want what you brought before, but this felt like that. Oh, he's like, that's the man.
And I feel like, you know, it's just it's more fuller. Yeah. You know, a lot more revision. You know, and a lot more time. I mean, because even with Spread Love, I think I took a lot of time on Spread Love, put a lot into that. But I think with this,
a lot of growth from the previous project, Spread Love, as well.
You know, and I think this project is just, you know, it's like, you know, arriving into, you know, my true artistry. I think I've kind of found myself.
Not just artistry though.
Musically, concept, personally, yeah.
That's what the feel of it is it's you. And I've sort of I feel like anybody that follows you on social media, I think we've sort of been kind of watching it happen. Yeah. So there was a culmination of it. Like we got to see, like, outside of the music, you as a person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Grow as a man into what this project was.
And that's exactly what it feels, man. Like my, you know, just man, and it's like, you know, obviously you have early songs where it's so passion driven, where it's damn near like you yelling, but now it's like, nah, I do this thing we call rap and this thing we call hip hop and shit. It's like, that's what the Boy to a Man, but overall, with far as musically, far as, you know, stories told, and this is more and more enhanced, I would say.
Yo, there's not a lot of artists on the planet, not just Minnesota, just on the planet, that are as good as you are at giving the listener yourself in the music. You know, does that make sense to you? Like, it's like I don't feel like I get that from a lot of artists. Like, this is gonna sound wild, but I think it'll make sense to you. I think in that sense, you remind me of Drake.
As far as being,
we get to know you through the music. Yeah. Like, and you know what I mean? We don't know Drake. I don't know Drake personally. Right. So I can't say that for sure about Drake. Drake might just be given as a character of himself. But I feel like you're really vulnerable. You give us who you really are.
Yeah, vulnerability.
Like who you really are as a person. You give that to us through the music.
I feel like a lot of that comes from some of my favorite artists. I mean, I would say, you know, obviously Kendrick, you know, Nas specifically, those guys. And even just being a fan of, like, you know, just listening to Miles Davis and all these people, they're saying everything we're saying through instrumentation. You know, and I would say it just comes from a lot of that, and obviously, you know, my background as far as like how I came up, and just put it all in there. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. I don't know. But I would say that, and Drake is definitely vulnerable. I feel like on his, maybe more on his left side. I think, but we've heard more. But we've been hearing a lot more.
And we've been hearing a lot more of that from you as well.
Which
I like.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because that was probably the only thing that I would say, you know, within the last handful of years that I would say we were missing, is we didn't really get a glimpse into
but you know what's crazy
into your love life. Made me wonder if you goddamn had one.
I just been on the fly with it, man. But like,
that's my favorite thing about the growth is you giving us a peek into your interactions with the opposite sex.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I feel like there's songs that get forgotten about where I kind of am, you know what I'm saying?
There have been songs in the past where you've done that, but it's never felt, it's always, to me, personally, I don't think I've ever told you this, it's always felt like you were doing it because you felt like it was something that you had to do. Now it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you're doing it because that's what's on your soul. Maybe I'm wrong.
Not had to do, though, because I'm like, to me, I love neo soul music. Yeah. So it's always, I think it's always sprinkled in there, but obviously, you know, when you think of rap, you know, we always want to talk about how great we are and shit, and I feel like that overshadows the sprinkles that have been.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
that's
I feel
true.
like that's what it is too. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime you got a lot of something, the little something that people are looking for, they can't see it because so much of this is, or so much of that pain, a lot of, and different shit I talked about in my music overshadows that, them little light moments where I am, and I feel like Spread Love kind of walked it in a lot more. And,
for sure it did.
And Love Don't Hit like it used to on, I'll say 8th, fucking project with me and HP, Don't Be Stupid,
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you were highlighted on.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
So, did you find a wife out there in the first half of the tour?
Hell nah.
You looking?
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
Not doing it?
Nah. I'm just a poet. Just a poet.
Were they checking for you? Were they checking for you out there like that?
Shit, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was
they're throwing titties at you in the
crowd?
crowd?
Hey, someone definitely flashed some motherfucking titties out there. I forgot what show that was. Once you get on, like, after, like, the 8th or some show, like, everything's become a blur as far as what is my favorite. But I know you didn't ask this yet, but
no,
I would say my favorite shows, man, all of them really, but I think that I just vividly remember, for me personally, as far as my set, I think, and a little bit of the life or outside of our show, I would say Detroit was very dope. Performing where Eminem perform at, what I'm saying, crazy. Shelter, but upstairs at the other venue. I would say, where else? St. Pete's was very dope.
Yeah.
I've never heard of St. Pete's. Amazing, dope. That whole Florida trip it just felt good.
Yeah.
I would say Boston was dope, performing at the Harvard campus damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Did you go to Philly too?
Where?
Philly?
Yeah, and Philly was crazy. Philly, New York, and obviously, being in New York on my birthday and shit, and it being like 8 years ago, I had my first show out in Brooklyn. Yep. And I'm on a Live Nation tour performing in fucking
Where
Brooklyn.
would you say,
it's crazy.
What city would you say was feeling you the most?
Man, I would say, Madison was fucking crazy. The last show. That's probably that in Detroit. I would say that in Detroit and like, I would say St. Pete's. Nashville was dope too, but I would say St. Pete's. You know what I'm saying?
You got into some shit in Nashville? I heard Nashville's wild these days.
Man, Nashville, we didn't do too much in Nashville. We went to the mall. We didn't do too much.
That's the number one. That's the number one spot in the United States for bachelor parties. Or bachelorette parties.
For real?
Yep.
For real, man. Well, man, the thing about it, bro, we didn't get them because everything was so fast. Like, really sound check will be usually around 3 or 4 and shit like that. Sometimes we'd have to worry about when we get to the hotel, we'd have to pack or do we unpack, and just a lot of.
So is that pretty? Were you expecting that, or was that kind of an eye-opening?
I was expecting us to have a lot more time, but
yeah.
we weren't always granted with a lot of time, and then we got a lot of people. It was like 7 of us.
So that probably goes into what Prof was telling you. It's like you want to be greater, you want to be happy. Like he ain't. The idea is that you're out here.
Yeah, to work.
Just living life on tour, but you really don't got time for shit else.
Like, you're out here to get as much fans as possible. And you're out here to, make some shit shake. And, I think we did a lot of that. I feel like I wanted to, like, network with more, reach out to more media and shit like that in these different places. But other than that, and I actually did get interviewed out on the road.
Was that the one I saw you were posting yesterday, I think?
No.
That's a different one?
That's here. That's my bro,
okay.
Murgo from G Nice TV. I got to introduce y'all.
No, that's the ops. Oh, I'm not interested. Huh? That's the ops. I'm not interested.
Never. I was like, he's a good dude, man, from San Bernardino, man, and met him, and he's really just trying to bridge, like, the Midwest and the West. He got a lot of love out there on the West, and So connect y'all.
New podcast. I found out about a new podcast every day.
Yeah, man.
New platform every day.
Yeah, man. You've been doing it for a while too.
We need more though. We need more.
But yeah,
artists around here need more places to go and get their shit off.
Yeah.
More different types of
Yeah.
platforms, all that. So, how does the first leg of the tour prepare you for the second leg? Will you do things differently now?
We got to do things differently. I would say just being more efficient time-wise.
Yeah.
They say this one is going to be a lot because it's a lot more, the driving is going to be harder, you know, like as far as the amount of hours, like, you know, in the East Coast leg and all of that, like, was like everything was only a certain amount of miles. This is like we're literally driving through like Denver and fucking Montana and these in shit like that. So man, I don't know what to expect, man. But I'm you know, I'm praying for, you know, great grace, traveling grace is really, you know, because it's definitely gonna be different. Than
Do you have to do any of the driving yourself?
Nah.
You're the star, right?
Just a poet.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a good one.
You're not the driver.
Nah. I'm Juice St. Patrick.
So what? Oh, okay. So you know, another thing I'm curious about your perspective on, because I've heard so many people's perspectives. Blue checks.
Blue checks, man. I feel like, to me, it's like if they ain't give me that blue check, it's not valid. So you do know that they're never going to give it to you now, right? Oh, yeah. I noticed that today when I looked at Janelle Monáe's Twitter, and there was no verified. Why was you looking at Janelle Monáe's Twitter? You crazy. Nah, she's on my feed. What were you looking for? You crazy. Huh? Did you find it? Did you find what you were looking for? Nah. Them things are nice. Definitely looked at it Twitter. Twitter's, you know how Twitter gets, bro. It's a peaceful place. I'm not even a titty guy, bro, but them things were spectacular. Like, I saved the video. I had to pause and stare for a while. That's a beautiful woman. I didn't do all that. That's a beautiful woman. Yeah, definitely. Beautiful woman. beautiful woman. No, yeah, and I've been wanting to see what that looked like for a while now. You watched the video too? The new video? Her video? I saw a snippet. Was it lipstick? I saw a snippet. So, some freaky frogs in that video. True. I support it. I support too. I'm in support. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're never giving the blue checks away ever again. So yeah, I heard. Yeah, and I do think, and that's what Instagram too. Yes. And Facebook. And I think verification. Now, is Instagram, I guess verified check on Instagram, to me, it doesn't. I mean, your page still looks clean without it. The thing about Twitter, it's going to open doors for you. Yeah. Here's my thing with it. Yeah, and it will. Right now, it's going to open doors for you. Once it's spread across the goddamn seas, it ain't going to matter no more. Yeah. So right now, that check still matters. Yeah. So I would recommend anybody. Look, if you got 600 followers and you follow 10,000 people, please don't get that blue check. Right. You're just going to look stupid. But if you got a good following. No, and I do. And I think I should do that. It's just, I do think you should. It's just my pride as far as like. Fuck that pride. Me being out like on these socials, early before a lot of people, like, it's like I ain't earned that shit. Yeah, I think the earning that shit is. I disagree with you because even the people, I'm not earn that shit, but because even the people that, and I try to do it the right way too, like, but then again, your name. I think your name has to be. Yeah, your name has to be your name. Yeah, yeah. So I try to do it the right way. I got lucky, and I don't know how this happened or why this happened, because I definitely would be paying for all three. All right. So Facebook verified me and Instagram verified me almost on the same day. Wow. The Twitter one I paid for, but those two I didn't have to pay for. It's because you have your name? So, no, actually no, because they say your name has to match your license. And my license does not say Jake Faircloth. It says Jacob. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I think Facebook and Instagram verified me because people were making fake pages. So there was like 5 or 6 fake pages of me out there. Wow. And they were posting pictures of my kids. They were posting pictures of my wife. That's crazy. Yeah, they were posting all kinds of pictures. Wild. So I think that's why they verified me. If they hadn't verified me, I definitely would be paying for all 3 checks. Right. But That's crazy. Bro.
Yeah, I think it's important to have. I think at this point it's more.
I
about
think it is.
It's more about verification.
I think I should do it too because, but then how I look at it too is like, I don't know, bro. I might end up doing it though.
Yeah, I think artists specifically should because so many of your, so much of artists' careers depend on social media presence,
especially now.
And like. You got that blue check, you might get a response from Janelle Monáe. Right now, you sitting there left on red.
You're crazy.
I'm just saying, she might. She might.
Hey, nah, that blue check too. It's just I be seeing certain blue checks and shit like, and not even people that here or anything. Just I be seeing people comment on a celebrity post as far as like people that are verified. I'm looking at the verified. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I think we got to get over that, and I think we got to get over it. I think we got to get over it quick because at this point it is more about just verification. I think just verifying who you are.
No, and
at some point everybody's gonna have them.
Yeah, I think I should do it.
Yeah,
I think I might do it.
It's how we're gonna be able to differentiate between the trolls and the reals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and the people that know what they're talking about and the people that don't. Like, I think, yeah. So I recommend it, and I especially recommend it now. Because that price is probably going to go up.
Yeah, I might have to do it.
Yeah, and if they take mine away, you better believe I'm paying for it. I'm going to pay to get it back, 100%.
Yeah, man.
Okay, man. Well, what can we look forward to going forward? I know you got the project out. You don't need to be dropping anything else anytime soon. You got how about visuals?
I have nothing to rap about. I just don't. Visuals, okay. I'm supposed to be shooting, I think 2 visuals with Jed Zilla.
Okay.
I'm shooting one. The closest I've ever been right now. Lining that up. I'm torn between cause obviously the Thrill and Set Your Price. They're similar in unorthodoxness and peace to Wiz too, man. He mixing. Mastered the whole album. Wiz, he did a lot of Lexi's music.
Oh, okay.
Engineering, man, he's amazing. Let's see. Hold on, where was I?
Just you're dropping videos.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Getting some videos out.
It's like I think I'm gonna See It Through with me, Khalik, and Bands Up Dip, just because I think that'll just be dope for people to see.
Fuck, absolutely.
I'm shooting sequence on some quick shit, and then out the Peasy we shot some out in New York and Bucks. We shot some in New York, and we're gonna be getting B-roll footage from the tour.
Yeah,
and also just clips from when coming up in the scene and all that, and mash it all in that song out the Peasy.
For sure.
I'll figure it out.
Well. Good luck to you on the second leg.
Yeah.
Hopefully it goes even smoother. It doesn't sound like you had too many hiccups, but hopefully it goes even smoother. And everybody keeps streaming the 8th Inning Project.
Yep, salute, man. Salute, yeah.
And what else? Closing thoughts.
Man, hey, man. I'm just a poet, man.
You're just a poet. Tell them where to follow you.
No, you follow me on Insta. I really don't be on my Twitter no more like that. But Instagram, Hammer Time Juice. Juice Lord on all streaming platforms. We a lot of working, man. A lot of healing, and some fly shit, man. And we here, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time. Glad we could do it again.
Yep, we here.
And keep killing shit out here.
Got you,
Keep doing your thing.
Got you.
That's it. Another episode of Minnesota's #1 daily show live on Lake Street. I'm Jake Bearclaw. Follow me everywhere at Jake Bearclaw 1.
It ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. Yeah. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me? I'm so churched up. I'm the last man standing, but I went first up. Most hated, they don't say it when I roll up. The things that people say about me, they don't say close up. Check it, I ain't been to the booth in a minute. Niggas hate the fact that I'm winning. Who makes him the chief of the south side? Oh my nigga, I'm not the lieutenant. When I was in the gym, you wasn't in it. FaceTime, so my windows is tinted. If I said that shit, then I meant it. Niggas gave me the rules and I bent it. Same nigga that was trapping while I was suspended. You wasn't in them hallways banging, boy, you wasn't in it. Really a genuine nigga, homie, don't get offended. From East Lake, South Murder, I'm just it ain't that I can't stop, it's that I won't stop. It ain't that I can't stop, It's that I won't say, it ain't that I can't stop. It's that I won't stop. I made a few plays off a flip, now I'm on top. I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Southside Chief, homie. Now what you know, look, I'm Southside Chief, homie. What you know about it? Lake Street legend CEO, not the co-founder. What you wanna know about me?